Hey, I'm Thomas Spear, and this is the Farther Bus. Come on, buddy. Yeah. I've been in a wheelchair since I was 18 years old. I was in a pretty bad car accident, but I really don't even think about being in a wheelchair anymore. It's just you adapt and anything's possible, and I feel like I would love to get more people and build more buses like this for people in wheelchairs, and just really get people involved and like adventuring more. You don't need to sit at home all day. You need to be out looking at the scenery of the world. Live life to the fullest is my motto. So welcome to my living space / kitchen. I got my couch here with a lot of storage underneath. Got the refrigerator, 12 volts. Just refurbished this out of a RV. It's been working. I'm glad it worked. I decided to keep my AC unit. It's up here because got to stay cool. We kept the vent covers and all the filters on that, and my woodworker from Asheville made me these AC covers out of reclaimed barnwood. Now we got the kitchen. I decided to keep it simple with just a 2-burner stovetop here and a pretty small sink, good enough to wash some cups and some dishes off. I got the blackout shade that you can pull down, black that out. Got all storage with the reclaimed barnwood drawers here and a black walnut live edge, pretty thick slab there, and that's all from locally sourced materials in Asheville, North Carolina. This all came from Bee Tree Lumber in Black Mountain. It's a white pine shiplap. So obviously I'm in a wheelchair, and I wanted to design it so it's a very open floor plan here. I got plenty of room. I have a dog, so if he's laying on one side, I can still get through. But yeah, from being in a wheelchair, I've designed it so I can turn 360 degrees all the way around the bus here in the middle. This is like kind of my main area at night. So if I'm needing to get out of bed to put wood on the stove or use the bathroom, I can do that. This folds down into a Murphy bed. So I went with a Murphy bed to utilize the space that I need and give me still a big bed. This is all reclaimed barnwood here. We got the same live edge matching wood here. And we put bolts on to keep it secured. It saves a ton of room. It gives it a nice open feel in the middle, but it is heavy because we churched it up a lot on this side here. So I'm planning on putting a hand crank to crank it back up. It's about 180 pounds, I would say. So a little bit too much for me to lift up, but I'm gonna put a hand crank on that. But it works great. I'll set up a projector over here. I can project a 150-inch screen, so when I'm in bed, I can just kick back and watch some Tiny Desks or, watch YouTube, whatever. Yeah, so I started out with this bus project. I was friends with a good friend of mine named Steve Yoakum. He's a professional photographer, and he bought a school bus, and I'd been dreaming about it for a couple years at the time, and he had just bought one, and I kind of got the skoolie bug, and I wanted to hop on that adventure, and we started building our buses, and 2 years later, here we are. It took 2 years to build this bad boy. The main reason that I went with the school bus is because it already has a handicap lift in it. So, you got to utilize what it comes with, and it works great. And it also acts as a little porch. I can go out there, and I have an outdoor shower, so I can just, if I'm at the beach or, I don't know, I've got sand on me, if my dog's dirty, I can just wash them off right on the lift there. So one day we were building, and I bought a huge, massive wood stove for this bus, and I was just like, man, that's just not going to work. So my neighbor came over with this wood stove, and he was like, man, I got this. He saw us building, and I was like, man, that looks really cool. And I researched it, and they're very efficient. It's a Dickerson wood stove here, and I've used it a few times, and it really does heat this small space up efficiently. It burns wood or coal, so you can put that in there and stay warm all night. We put copper flashing behind this, and we put cement board and that copper flashing to keep that heat off, because this thing gets red hot at night. So safety first. To control all my lights, I went with the S-Pod unit. It's a great system, and you can control all your puck lights, your max air fans, anything that's on a 12-volt system. You can control through a Bantam Bluetooth through your phone, so you can be anywhere on the bus. Little extra added feature, you can put a strobe feature on there, so if you hear something weird outside your bus, you can just press the strobe feature, and all my lights around the bus on the outside strobes intensely, and it freaks them out. And you got your AC thermostat controller there, and over here is the Cymarine monitoring system. I can monitor all my tanks, the solar inputs, the inverter usage. That's a really cool system there. Doing a good job on that, and it's great. It tells you how much battery power you got left on that bad boy. Welcome to the back of the bus. I turned this part into my bathroom. Went with the slate tile for the shower, and I put a bench sheet in here. All oil rub bronze finishings. So I went with the Nature's Head compost toilet because I wanted to keep with the off-grid theme. I don't want to be dumping a bunch of black tanks and having to deal with a bunch of black tank hoses and all that. So I went with the Nature's Head, and it works great. I haven't used it too much, but so far it's working great. I got a little nook back here that when friends are sleeping over, or if I have my backpacking gear, any miscellaneous gear, I can toss back there on the road. And it actually makes a cool chill spot when you're driving down the road. A friend can sit back there, and it's kind of cozy. Under here is some more storage that I got. So went with a copper sink to match the one in the front. We got hot water, cold water, custom little mirror I got from Etsy. Dude crushed that mirror for me. I got all the lighting controls there, max air fan. Got to make sure you sticky down all your fake plants. Gotta do that. So this is my solar closet, and there's a lot going on here. I'll try to explain what's going on. I have 8 190 amp hour batteries, which makes 1520 total amp hours, and it's all a 12 volt system, so I'm trying to keep it low to keep advantage of using all those amp hours. 4,000 watt Ames inverter. That's the Bantam Bluetooth up in the corner. And we went with the Midnight Solar 150 Classic, just because it's the top of the line. It really does a good job at sending the energy where it needs to be. It has its own Wi-Fi, so you can monitor everything that's going on with the system. Safety first again, we mounted a AFO ball. So if anything ever does catch on fire, it will explode and put out the fire. These are my tank heaters for the water, all the water tanks. You turn them on if you're out skiing and or if it's really cold at night, and they kick on automatically once it hits 32 degrees. So its own thermostat. Victron's a great company. Midnight Classic's a great company. Ames has so far been a great company. All functioning well together. This was quite the headache to put together. I have had help. I didn't do it all on my own. This is my hot water heater closet, and basically it's just utility closet for cleaning supplies and brooms and a hot water heater. So yeah, I'm from Asheville, North Carolina, and it's really strict. In Buncombe County where I live, I was going to build a yurt on my land, and they told me I had to basically build it like a house to have a yurt, build the walls out and everything. The county wasn't having it, so I did some research and found some loopholes, and figured a bus would be my best option to pull out there and kind of live off the grid and not have to worry about, a mortgage or rent, really just trying to live more simple, start a little permaculture farm out there, live simple, blow glass, enjoy life, and travel as much as I can. So, welcome to the outside of the bus. I'll show you around. I went with the paint was the Isle of Pines Sherwin-Williams because they have so many different color options to choose from. Why stick with just Rust-Oleum when you can pick your palette? There's Derby. That's my dog. Say hey to Derby. Give it. Yeah. Come on, buddy. Yeah, and over here we have city water in and shore power in. So whenever the Ames is plugged in, it'll draw automatically from the shore power and power everything. I don't have to flip any switches or anything. It's a pretty sweet system. Derby, what did you just do? That is, oh my gosh. You're not getting in the bus. Yeah, the solar panels up top they're 4 panels, 270 watts each, and they do a great job of supplying that midnight solar with the right amount of power. I think I've pulled 4.3 kilowatts so far today. My friends helped me fabricate the solar racks for them. Did a great job. Cold mountain conversions. Really knocked this bus out of the park. I mean, it really did a good job, and that's my good friend Story. That's my main help on this project here. He really crushed it. I found a really good friend group out in Canton, North Carolina. I mentioned them earlier, Cold Mountain Conversions, and Story Rice is the main builder owner of that company. And he does a great job building buses, and I'm really, really happy with the turnout of what he's done. And but I've enjoyed this whole process. It's been stressful at times, but overall, this has been a great learning experience. I've learned how to plumb. I've learned how to, play with a welder. I've learned how to set up a solar system a little bit, but I wouldn't have done this without Story. My friend Story, he really helped me put my dreams together. I had the words, but he wrote the book. So it's a really cool process to undertake with your friends. And you definitely grow close, and I'm gonna be good friends with him for the rest of my life. So. And his girlfriend made me these curtains. Thank you, Tara. So I'm planning on out this door right here. I'm gonna mount a bench, and I'm a glass artist out of Asheville, North Carolina. So I'm gonna blow glass. I go to a lot of festivals. I like meeting people, and there's nothing like blowing some flames out of the bus. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever see a big green Caterpillar bus with flames coming out of it, come in and say hey. If you want to check out my glass work, it's at Google Glass on Etsy. I do custom orders. I make necklaces, anything you want, drawer pulls. If you want a drawer pull for your skoolie build, just give me a shout, and I'd love to hook you up. So if you see the farther bus out there, just holler at me, and I'll honk my horn back. Thank you for checking out my bus, and I hope to see you out there, guys. Come on, buddy.